This is my full practical guide to help men that were like me with a skinny fat physique and you just want to build an attractive physique. You're probably on a fitness journey but you're not seeing much progress. Don't worry, I've been in the same situation as you are. So I'm going to tell you what I done to help me. Hello, my name's Ethan and I help men with a skinny fat physique build an attractive one. So let's start with a good routine. A good routine is necessary because it helps you to stay consistent. It also stops you from training sporadically. What I mean by this is you probably have seen that one person in the gym, or you probably are that one person in the gym who just randomly trains muscles. They don't really know what to train. So, a good routine keeps you on a regimented format, which you want to make sure you train the right muscles. By training the right muscles, what I mean is you train the right muscle groups. For an example, I think I get onto this later on. Yes, I do. But I'm going to tell you now anyway. Let's say I was doing bench. Very easy. Everyone knows what bench is. Very common. Simple movement. Just moving your arms. It directly trains your chest. That's the thing you focus on. But it also indirectly trains your triceps. What do you think I'm going to tell you now? I'm going to tell you to train your triceps on the same day you train your chest. Because they both go together, which is why it indirectly targets it. Anyway, let's talk about making a good routine. To manage your time, I'm going to give you a tip that I usually do. Whenever I get stuck with my routine and don't know what I need to do, I just get a piece of paper, put 7 lines down the middle, and then I write the days of the week at the top, and I just head it, put a full line below the days of the week, and then on the side, put the things you want to do. So for me, it would be wake up, brush my teeth, have a shower, go to work or college, then go to the gym, then come home, read, make a video, or script a video, sleep. So once I've labeled all the things I need to do in my day, I'll go to the side and I'll put the times that I need to do it. This is going to make sure that I know what time and when I need to be prepared for. Let's say it says I need to read by 9 o'clock at night time. Then I'll be prepared to read by 9 p.m. By making a routine, it also just helps you to understand what muscles you're going to train that day rather than you training chest one day and then you train chest the next day as well. It's going to be different. You train your chest, back, legs, or whatever order you want to do it in. If you don't have time, if this is your excuse and you say you don't have time to choose 4 days to dedicate them to the gym, one, you really don't want an attractive physique, and two, if you have time to watch Netflix at night time or go out drinking with your friends, then you definitely have time. Pick 4 days and then label each of them days with legs, chest, back, and cardio. I'm going to show you an example of a routine. But yeah, I'm going to recap now what I said before about indirectly training muscles and which muscles target the ones you indirectly train. So I'm going to give you an even better example, an even better compound movement. A compound movement is where you use multiple muscles at the same time through an exercise. So pull-ups. When you do pull-ups, it trains your lats mostly. Really good workout for lats. But it also trains your biceps. What does that mean? Well, that means you're going to do biceps on the same day you train back. Let me go through some of the muscles that you're going to train in each of them days. So, let's say your 4 days is legs, chest, back, cardio. Let's say that's just the routine that you're in. On leg day, you're going to train calves, quads, hamstrings, and sometimes abs. That's up to you if you want to train abs, but I highly advise you to train abs for an attractive physique. You pretty much need to train abs, and we're going to get into that later. But you can still have an attractive physique without training abs, but don't cope. Just try and train abs. For chest day, you're going to train your chest, triceps, and shoulders. Back day is back, biceps, forearms, and cardio is just volume. Best way to put it, everyone knows what cardio is. Just go on the treadmill, go on the Stairmaster or Step Medal if you're American. The skiing machine, they're perfect. Ropes, use the ropes on the floor, things like that. You can just YouTube cardio, and there's loads of different methods. So, by having a routine, it's going to stop you from looking odd in the gym. Like I said before, you're not going to be that one person who's just doing random muscles and have been training for 5 months and they have no progress, and they probably have their favorite machine that they go to every time they go to the gym. They just sit on it for 2 hours doing lat pull downs or something, just something ridiculous. Now, if you really want an attractive physique, you need to optimize a low body fat. This is necessary. Being lean is necessary to being attractive. So make sure that you lose the puffiness by staying away from carbs and staying in a low calorie deficit. By being in a calorie deficit, it's going to help you lose fat very efficiently. And by staying away from carbs, it's going to help your body do something called ketosis. Now, ketosis is where your body doesn't burn glucose because that's what carbs is, and instead it burns ketones. Ketones is the energy that your body creates and leaves as a fat storage. And when you eat carbs, your body burns for the glucose rather than the ketones, which is the fat storage. So it takes a lot longer for your body to fully burn through your fat because you're still going to burn through it because you're not going to be eating all day and you are going to burn through glucose, but you're not going to see the improvement you want to. So make sure you stay away from carbs and then you're going to lose that fat. Now, you could be thinking, if I'm not eating carbs or anything and my body's just burning through all my fat, how do I gain muscle? Well, you gain muscle through eating a high protein diet. You can find out what your protein intake should be by timesing your body mass in pounds by 1.8. Sometimes you can even do it by 2 if you don't think it's enough. Most people end around with 200 grams of protein for their intake per day. But yeah, just times it by 1.8 per pound of your body mass. Let me give you an example of what's food you should be eating for a high protein intake. Eat eggs, chicken, steak, and nuts. Now they sound really basic, but you can make them into some good meals. For your calorie intake, you can just find this on a calorie calculator or Google. Just search calorie calculator and it comes up with many different ones. Just click on the first one. And this is going to help you to make sure that you don't overeat. And therefore, let's say you wasn't measuring your calorie intake, and you're most likely going to eat over your calorie intake some days, slowing down your progress. Now, cravings. To avoid cravings, I'm going to give you the biggest hack there is. This is probably the best tip you can ever hear to avoid your cravings. Most of the time when you're hungry, you're not actually hungry for food. You're actually thirsty. Most people don't realize this, and it's sort of the same feeling when you're hungry and when you're thirsty, but most people have just normalized that they're hungry because they drink when they're eating. So the body just tells them they're hungry because it knows it's going to get a drink at the same time. So to avoid this, drink lots of water. I mean a lot of water in your day. And you might be thinking, oh, I don't really drink that much. I don't really like drinking water. This is where the hack comes in. If you always keep a bottle of water in your sight, just keep a litre bottle in your sight at all times. Keep it on a desk when you're working, keep it next to you in the gym when you're working, and you'll naturally just drink it. This could be through boredom, or it could just be through your body just wants to drink and it just thinks, oh, I'm just going to drink, even though you're not thinking that you're thirsty. And now just think about how much of a cheat that is. Everyone else is trying to force 1.5 litres in one sitting, and you're just casually drinking it through the day. You can probably even drink more than them because it's just so normal to you. Let me tell you some of the benefits of having an aesthetic physique. This is going to make sure that you can think of something when you're becoming complacent. I'm going to tell you some benefits to achieving it. Just listen, because I'm just going to list them. Your clothes sit better on your frame. You get more female attention. You'll get a better quality wife. You'll be proud. It makes you confident. And people pay attention to what you say more. And you can probably think of some yourself. So just remember them every time you start to become a bit complacent. Now, we're going to go into the detailed specifics. Imagine this. You're walking down a road and it's a bit dim, but not so dim. So people can only see the outline of your physique. Now, there's an attractive female far in the distance. She can only see your physique. What sort of outline and frame do you think she wants to see? Is it a bulky and round frame? A really skinny and rectangular frame? Or is it a lean V-taper? Well, of course, it's going to be the attractive V-taper. This means that you need to build a specific muscles to build this specific physique. You see most people, like strongmen, they train the muscles and they're probably training longer than me. They've probably been training for 10 years, maybe even 16 years. Some even trained before I was born. That's crazy. But their physique is very out of shape. Their physique's awful. I have a better physique than them, purely because we focus on different muscles. Now, some necessary muscles are lats, lateral delts, and abs. These muscles are going to make sure that you achieve the V-taper. So, let's get into why. Well, your lats are the largest muscle in your back, and they're reliable, and it's what's relied on to create the V-taper look, as well as your lateral delts. They're in the side of your shoulder, and this is what women find attractive. When a woman says she likes a man's arms, it's not actually his biceps, forearms, and triceps. She actually just likes how his shoulder stands out and makes his arms look more appealing. It makes you look wider. Your lateral delts make you look wider and make you look really masculine. And your abs are just there to enhance the look and give you a narrow waist. This is what really accentuates the V-taper look. When you're training abs, stay away from your oblique exercises. Your obliques are on the side of your abs, and they'll just give you a wide waist and it ruins your V-taper. Stay away from them. As well as your serratus. That's a small muscle, but it helps you to breathe. It's just above your obliques. It's not necessary to train. Now, I'm going to give you another pro tip on how to have your best workouts. And it's simply by having pride in what you look like, and you'll have the best workouts. When you wear your favorite outfit that fits you well and you look good, it gives you a bit of pride. You feel like, yeah, I'm gonna have a good workout today. I'm feeling good. Maybe you see people noticing you, they just like give you a nod, and you know they're not looking at you for a bad reason. You know they're looking at you because they just want to look at you. You look good that day. So when you're in this positive mood, of course you're going to train better. So do it more often. Anyway, engage with the video by subscribing and liking to help the algorithm of the video. Try and get more people like yourself to watch this video. Thank you for watching the video.